friends, welcome to Cooking Up a Journal. Today we are going to embellish some recipe cards. I wanted to let you know that in my previous video I put a lot of different information in about this collaboration, and I'll try to repeat as much of that as I can, but if I miss something you can always go back and check that video out if you'd like to. So this collaboration is being hosted by myself, Creating with Jovi, and Sierra of Coulee Craft Corner. It's going to run all February long. There will be a video each day in February by various artists to give you lots of cooking journal inspiration, or just cooking like craft inspiration. I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody makes, because I'm sure not everybody's going to make a journal. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see what everybody chooses to make with the digital kit. And speaking of, so there is a printable kit. It's available in my Etsy shop, and it is called Cooking Up a Journal. And you can grab that there, and there's also a printable kit. I'm sorry, there's also some freebies in my Facebook group, which is called Creating with Jovi's Journals and Crafts. And you can join the group and grab the freebies if you'd like to. We'd love it if you would play along. If you wanted to, you could certainly do that. And if you are not a content creator but you want to share your makes, you can do that in the Facebook group. Again, that's Creating with Jovi, Journals and Crafts. And if you are a content creator and you'd like to play along, just be sure to use the hashtag Cooking Up a Journal, and be sure to tag me and Sierra of Coulee Craft Corner. I also want to let you know that I will be sure to put in my description box everybody's links for all the artists that are participating and what day they are participating on. And that way you'll know what to expect. I am doing this video, and then the rest of my content for this collaboration will be on my Friday lives. So if you want to catch me there, I'll be making stuff for the collaboration and for the journal in real time. So if you want to check those out, you can sure do that, and that would be a lot of fun. I love it when you guys pop in and say hi, and some of you hang out and craft, and some of you just pop in on your lunch break, which is so fun, and I love it so much. And I always appreciate you taking some of your lunch break to hang out with me. I received some items from my friend Mystical Misty, and these are some of the papers that she sent me, and they are they have a cooking theme to them. So I thought what I would do is on the back of these three, I'll go ahead and cover it with paper to decorate them up. We're going to leave this side alone because it's got lines on it, which would be really nice to write on. But we'll go ahead and cover the back with some of this paper. This is a nice thin sheet. It's almost like tissue paper. And maybe it is tissue paper. Anyway, it's got bread and stuff like that on it. So this might cover two. No, not quite. It won't quite cover two. What happens if I hold it like this? Not quite. So we'll use this on one of them. Oh yeah, these are cool. Yeah. Look at this. This would be great on the back. So we just have part of it on here. I like that. I think we'll do the top part. Okay, that'll be cool, and then we'll ink around the edges. Maybe we'll ink around the edges first and then do it. Okay, that's fun. That one's good for that. Now that paper is super thin, so we're going to go ahead and use glue stick. It'll work great with glue stick. If you use a super wet glue with really, really thin paper, it can tear pretty easily. And that's where glue stick can come in pretty handy. And we're going to press that down. Oops. And then we'll check the corners to make sure, because I think there's some lifting at this corner. We'll check the corner to make sure everything is good, and we'll add glue where we need to. While this one is drying, we're going to go ahead and move over to this one and decide where we want to cut it. And actually, you know what? We don't need to decide that yet. Let's go ahead. Let's have a look. I'm thinking Oh yeah, let's ink it first. Since there's brown on this paper, I'm going to use a brown ink. I'm not going to use my dauber because I have to get on pretty far inside of the card here. Let's test that and see if that covers it enough. Okay, there's a little bit at the top that we need to get. And I noticed this corner down here did not have enough ink on it. All right, let's try that. Yeah, that looks great. I'm gonna get a little bit more on that corner and then we are good to go. I wanna let that ink dry a little bit before I put the glue on it because I'm afraid the glue just might smear the ink around. So while we are waiting on that, we're gonna go ahead and cut this. Okay, we're going to finish letting that dry and then we will see how else we would like to embellish it. Now hopefully this is dry and we can get the glue onto here. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to put this underneath of it so I don't get glue on my table. While that's drying, we're going to move that over and we're going to bring this one back. And so you'll notice that this has some wheat and a chef's hat and some bread right here. So I think what we'll do is, I thought I had something that had bread on it. I don't, but I do have flour sticker here. So let's go ahead and open up this pack of stickers. I got this pack at the thrift store and it was 59 cents, which I thought was great. Super cute stickers. And we don't have to put them all on here, but definitely let's get some of them on here. And we could even put one on the front if we want to. Let's go ahead and put the flower right here or here. Let's put it over here, but let me add a little bit of glue to it. We don't want anything to pop off. Chances are, if somebody uses this in their kitchen, you know, they're gonna get, you know, it's going to get used, and so we want to make it as sturdy as we possibly can, right? You know, make it enjoyable and fun, but also practical. All right, so we have our flower. What if we put this little thing over here? I kind of like that. I like that. And then we could do a third one, and I think that might be a great idea. So I'm thinking either the whisk or the mitt. Maybe the mitt, because maybe the eggs and the whisk can go on the front. So let's do the mitt. And we'll just have that up here. Super cute. I love that it's pink. It's going to go really nicely with the printable kit, I think. All right, so these add a nice effect, but they're not too bulky, which I really like. We're gonna flip it over. We don't wanna take up too much room on this side, and I don't think we will. I think it'll be fine. We're gonna do this bowl down here in the corner. And then the whisk. Let's see, I'm thinking right up here. Yeah, I like that. Oops. When I'm done with the journal, I will list it in my Etsy shop, but it won't be done until the last video, so the end of February, because I'm going to be working in it on my lives, so I can't do everything ahead of time, which I hadn't really thought much of it until I was like, realized what I had done when I scheduled everything. I was like, oh, okay, well, I can do a few things ahead of time, but not that much. That's okay though, it'll be fun. All right, so I think this is super cute. This is our first recipe card that is done, and more notes could be put back here if the person wanted. A black pen would show up perfectly fine on the back. So there it is, there's the first one. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this paper off of this card. I think we'll do the same thing. We'll go ahead and decorate the back and mostly leave the front alone. Unless we find something too cute that we can't resist to put on there. Yeah, I think we can definitely dress this up, right? And the first thing I want to do, I know this is a little bit nitpicky of me, but I'm really feeling like I want to add more to these edges. So I have this gold, it's kind of bronze actually, this bronze pen, and I want to go down the edge. Now this is a piece of clear acetate that those stickers were on. I'm just going to use that to protect my mat. Just want to, uh-oh, is this pen dried out? I think it is. Oh, or it's because there's glue on the page. It might be because there's glue. Let's test it. Yeah. All right, hang on. I might need to use, let me try a different one. That one actually did feel like it's drying out a little bit. Let's try this one. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit. I don't know why. I just felt like it needed a little something extra right there on the edge. I don't know why that caught my eye the way it did. It just did. All right, so now what, my friends? Well, let's see. These would look super cute on here. The color is perfect since I did the pen, which wasn't even intentional, but it worked out. So I would say we already have a bowl of fruit here. Let's open these up. Let's get into them. Another thrift store find. 59 cents for this little pack, down from, it was originally $1.99. All right, so since there's already a fruit bowl on here, I think what we'll do is add the measuring cup and one of the spoons. So the measuring cup has a little bit of glue on it, but I'm going to add more. Oops. That's not where I want that. Oh goodness. Want it right here. There we go. I get that off of there real quick. And then we will add measuring spoons here. I feel like there's glue and stickiness everywhere. I don't know why. All right, we're going to add these up here. And then I wonder, do we want to add the small bowl? I don't know. Let's see how that looks. Well, yeah, we don't need to overdo it. Let's see. Smushing that down a little. Let's go over here to this side. All right, so we'll have to flip it like that. Go over here to this side, and we will add, so we don't take up too much room. Well, I'm thinking I do want to add this big bowl. Let's add the big bowl in the corner. All right, here's what we got. If I find a word along our, as we're going, because I usually do a bunch of embellishing at the end as well. So if I pull this tag out and it bothers me that there's only 2 things here, I'll put a word right up here. Unless, let's take a look at this paper. We could cut one out here. I don't mind that. Let's cut family breakfast out. Let's do that. And when that glue dries, if I want to, I can go around that with a marker and just sort of frame it. We'll see if I feel like I even need to though, but I do like that addition. All right, we're gonna set this one aside. Okay, for this one, it's the same, it's the matching card, but I wanna go with a little bit of a different vibe on this one. So we're gonna use these stickers, and on the back, right in the center, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put "Life is what you bake it." Pretty simple, but I like that. Remember, we don't want all of our cards to be big and bulky. So let's do that on that side. And since this might be a baking recipe one, we could go ahead and do something small. And there's these little red hearts here. So this heart sticker is actually perfect. We're going to go ahead and add that. And we can go ahead and add it right here in this corner. And so this might be one of the dessert baking cards. And then I'm thinking, I'm gonna grab my red pen just to add a little extra detail. I don't have red ink, so I'm just using this red pen, going around the edge. All right, should we do that same thing on the back? All right, there we go. You know, it's a small detail, but it really does make a difference. Okay, my friends, I am going to show you these 3 cards. Let's start. Uh-oh, where's my, oh, here we go. So here's the front of each one. All right, I think they're so super cute. And now we're gonna flip them over so that you can see the back. What do you guys think? Do you like them? I like them. They were simple, but they're adorable, and they're gonna look great in the journal. So friends, thanks for watching so much. I will be back on Friday for Friday Live doing the next thing for the cooking journal, and let me find out what that's gonna be. Yes, next Friday, I'm going to go live with Sierra of Coulee Craft Corner, my co-host, and she and I are going to make cooking tags. So I hope that you can join us for that. That'll be a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. See you soon.